Okay, so today we have the same objective as yesterday because we are going to do an assignment on 1.4, but everybody is looking up here as we do this warm-up without headphones in our ears, right? Right. Do the headphone dance. So, if you got an equation, 4 times 3 to the power of x, exponential, you could plug in 9 if you wanted to, plug it in the calculator. Do y'all know how to do it with a table? Where do I plug this in to get a table? So you first graph, and then Control T, okay? So you hit graph, hit Control T. Let's do that. So, graph is 2. I'm doing 4 times 3 to the power of x. 4 times 3, caret, x. And then Control T. The 9th term is 78,732. So you're able to find terms using tables, whether it's linear or exponential, right? So everyone's got that down for their Thursday warm-up. Again, you'll do tomorrow's and then you'll turn it in. Easy grade, right? Hopefully. All right, now what's next? We are going to pass out 1.4 assignment. If you weren't here yesterday, the 1.4 notes are in the blue bin behind algebraic reasoning, filled out for you, okay? But I'm going to explain it up here on the board here in a second too. Yeah, here, for all y'all. Oops, not that one. So, if you take a look at your assignment, okay, 1 through 4, okay, let me explain the instructions. Is everyone listening? 1 through 4. It says use finite differences, meaning, again, differences is not multiplying. They're asking you to subtract the numbers. So subtract these numbers, okay, and determine if each table represents exponential function. Okay, so if the differences are all the same, is that exponential? No, right? Differences being the same is linear. Okay, but if they're multiplying by a common ratio each time, that would be exponential. So again, on these 4, if they're multiplying by the same number, all you got to do is write exponential. If it's not exponential, you can put none. You don't have to put linear because it's not always linear. Okay? Okay, number 5 through 8. You're going to identify if it's an exponential function again. Okay, same thing. But what else are you going to do? Identify the common ratio. So you're telling me what are they multiplying by each time. Okay? Now real quick, let's say it's dividing by 2. I don't want you to put dividing by 2. I want you to say that you're multiplying by what fraction? Does everyone know that dividing by 2 is multiplying by 1 divided by 2, 1/2? Okay? So you need to tell me what the fraction or the decimal that you're multiplying by is. Okay? So again, this one, is it exponential? And everyone sees a little blank right here, common ratio. Tell me the common ratio. Okay? Number 9, if you read it, it tells you that when you fold the paper, kind of like we did yesterday, the total thickness is going up, 0.1, 0.2, and then it's going to be, sorry, let me move this up. The third term is going to be 0.4. You can fill that in already. And you might see the pattern each time. Once you figure out that pattern and you flip it over, 10 is asking you to find the function. How do you find the function of a linear or exponential table? Where do we go in our calculator? Sorry, I'm saying what do we select? Like when we first open it up. We go open up lists and spreadsheets, okay? and then we type in our stuff under XY, and then we press menu 4-1. It's either 3 or A, depending on if it's linear or exponential, right? So once you do that, once you tell me if it's linear or exponential, then you're going to tell me what's the equation. It's multiple choice, okay? All right. On number 12, I want you to do your best, okay? The one thing you may need a reminder on, okay, I think you've seen this before, is this little triangle symbol, okay? Don't circle that until you know it. But what does a triangle symbol mean? So off to the side, you might want to write this. Triangle means change in. So if you see triangle X, that means change in X on the left side of the table. Is the change in X 1? Triangle Y means is the change in Y 0.1? Okay. So again, what are you going to do? You're going to tell me which ones are true. Okay. And then last ones, 13 through 18. So kind of like the front page, you're going to tell me, is it exponential? But I don't need the common ratio this time. If it's exponential, then you're going to write a function. And remember, for an exponential function, lists and spreadsheets, menu 4-1A. Tell me the actual equation that you get when you plug it into spreadsheets, menu 4-1A. Only do this if it's exponential, if it's multiplying or dividing by the same number, okay? If it's not exponential, put not or none, okay? That's your assignment for 1.4. When you're done, you can turn it in. If you have extra time and you need to retake that quiz, let me know. You can retake that quiz. Or if you need to work on any other assignments for this class, you can do that too, okay? Let's get started.